Suzanne Keating, General Psychology Services.
Yeah, interesting. That night I got a colleague of mine because I was talking about aggregated services, and so part of what we do is I promote a sales academy. A friend of mine has a sales academy, and he was giving some really good statistics out there in terms of the need to have a sales process and to be trained in it. And there's a dramatic difference between knowing how you're going to communicate to your target market and then knowing and training in that dialogue, and then knowing and just role playing and just getting it refined enough so that you go to the doctors or whoever you want to promote your services to, and you're able to influence. And I think that was one of the takeaway points, that she didn't have that communication, which is a sales process. It wasn't well drafted, and that evening in the website, that was highlighted by Lee Farnell, who was talking about the fact that most salespeople just don't have a very good process, and it's not tried and tested.
Well, I thought it was really good advice, just to be able to articulate the value proposition. And, for anybody who doesn't know what that means around the terminology, value proposition is, your benefits ultimately. What value are you delivering? Why are you better than the competitors? Why do they care? And if you've got that documented and you can communicate that properly, then it's just what you said, it was a trial and improvement. Just keep improving that conversation, that communication.
Yeah, and you've got to fail until you succeed, which is key. And so how many doctors has she spoken to with this process? So the first step, because you said to me, Suzanne was a bit concerned she didn't know what the steps of the process are. The first step is, it is a sales process. So there's a pre-meet. So you get your A-type clients, the doctors, or it may well be speech therapists or whoever it is, and your pre-meet is, what is the first thing you're going to do? Step one. What are you actually going to send to them? And I don't have the answer for that. You need to look at a sales process that has been successful in a similar field. And then you need to organise your documentation, your methodology, to have that first, hello, here I am, can I have a cup of coffee? And then when you walk through, what do you wear? What's your dialogue? It's got to be well rehearsed.
And it's funny when you talk about that. We've got Dean Keating, who is Suzanne's husband, and an owner and business partner in District 32. But he put on something on social media a little while ago that it took, I can't remember if it was a year or a year and a half, but 12 months and 18 touch points to make the sale. And that's what it takes to make the sale. And if people have that process and they have the tenacity to follow through, understanding that it will pay off in the end,
Interesting point. So, look, I've chased up my clients 7, 8, 9 times. So that process has to include those various touch points.
How many times are you going to hound them?
Well, how many times?
Not the right word.
But the person I was talking to you about today, who is a really, really driven sales individual, a managing director now, from a salesperson, now managing director of an international franchise, he essentially would say, 19 touch points before I'd have a second thought. And so you can tell he's really, really like, no means nothing to him. No, we're not talking about hard sales.
It's a special tribute for a person when they don't hear the word no.
No. I've got to say now, and look, in terms of how successful has he been, because there'd be the skeptics out there who are saying, yeah. But, I know this individual, loving husband, very good family, 13, 14 investment properties. No, he's done really well and no qualifications. Yeah. But his one key ability is to know the sales process that he's going to use and not to give up. Yeah. There you go.
So that was your nuggets for Suzanne. As they say, articulate the value proposition, put it into process, and then just continuous improvement.
Just on that value proposition, I think people are so weak on that. Why would someone use my services? Well, I'm going to guarantee you a 10-to-1 return on investment. And that will mean potentially $1 million for you. Why most people can't articulate that in 30 seconds. And remember, it's used often as an elevator pitch. If you can't get me interested in 30 seconds, and if there are no numbers, then there is no value proposition.
Interesting.
Hmm.